Yo guys, what up? Joe Breaker here, coming to you with a new video. I'd just like to introduce myself. I've just made a new channel. I'm very interested in sports, so I'll do a lot of FIFA games, but I'm also interested in stuff as Battlefield. But I'm really interested, my favorite sport, MMA, which I'm, as you can see, very happy for the UFC to come out. I'm not a cage potato, as they say. I do train. I've done boxing, kickboxing for many years, and I've recently started MMA. I'd also like to recommend someone. His name, the channel vary. This guy is a god. Any edits, any videos, check him out. This kid knows what he's doing. I'll leave the link for his channel in my description. First of all, I'd like to talk about the layout which EA Sports have done compared to THQ. I'm very, very happy the way they've done this, and the way it's going. I mean, look at that. You can change the clock, which you could never do on THQ, which from accelerated, which I believe on THQ it was permanently accelerated clock, whereas now you can, I think you can change the full time clock, so you can do 5 minute rounds, so it's real time, giving you the full experience. I'm very happy that EA have also included stuff as tough in the career mode. For any of you who don't know what tough is, tough stands for the Ultimate Fighter. It's a proving ground for up and coming fighters, where they all live in a house together, and they fight each other each week, and the winner gets a six-figure contract with the UFC. This has now brought in many of the new fighters, such as Uriah Hall. As you can see, look at my logo. I'm very interested in MMA, UFC. Sadly, my hero fighter, Chael Sonnen, retired. I'd also like to say, by the stats, Bruce Buffer, which never used to happen on THQ, Bruce Buffer now introduces the stats: your fighting, your win-loss, no contest ratio. Okay, onto the gameplay. I'd like to say that the visuals, the graphics, absolutely insane. I mean, it's the best thing I've seen on next gen. This is obviously just not going to disappoint the display. But the big question was, will the gameplay live up to it? And believe me, just playing the demo, I really think it does. I mean, the flow of the strikes is much more fluent. It's gravitational does count in this game. So if you throw a head kick, an axe kick, a front kick, it gets caught in the shoulder, on the arm, this fighter actually has to try and pull the leg out. As you can see there, just as a suplex. I think the takedown system on this game is really good. It looks brilliant. As he goes from side control to full mount there, Alex Gustafsson starts to do some big damage with the elbows. And the hurt system, the damage system, which I really like in this game, is on THQs the damage would build up, build up, build up, but now it can happen like that. It's brilliant. You see John Jones reacting to the shots. Alex Gustafsson there going for an armbar. The submission system on this game is much better than the Undisputed 3, in my opinion. I found on Undisputed 3 that the higher difficulties were hard to submit, especially online. It felt as if it was almost impossible. There's John Jones from a Superman punch. As you can see with the fighters, if you watch MMA, UFC, as EA Sports did try to do, I think it has worked. You do actually feel the fight. I mean, if you know Alex Gustafsson as a fighter, he's very light on his feet. He's very loose. He's a good boxer. And with the game, when you play as him, you can kind of feel the more loose, more movement. The way he stands in this game is like in real life, and it's just you do actually feel the fight. Whereas John Jones in real life, he tends to throw the one strikes, the dynamic fights. He's a dynamic fighter. Sorry, he throws the single strikes, the unique strikes, which no one expects, as he's a different fighter every time he turns up to the cage. The clinch system, I think, is very good, as you see my Alex Gustafsson go for the single leg, which gets stuffed by John Jones. There's different ways which you can clinch up now. I'd also like to talk about the striking system, whereas THQ, I think there was only two strikes. There was the jab system, and then there was the power system. Whereas now there's a million different strikes. You push the analogs different directions, hold L1, R1, push analogs. Oh, it's absolutely crazy. The variety of strikes in this game is absolutely brilliant. I'd like to say thank you. If anyone's interested in asking me comments about my opinion on UFC. I'll be bringing updates about when the game comes out, career modes I'd like to bring out, talking about the next UFCs and any other future games. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you